You can completely transform your life if you choose to sacrifice the next 3 months. This summer you've been given is an extremely unique opportunity that you're taking for granted. You will never ever get an opportunity like this in your lifetime to dedicate to yourself, your dreams, and your passions. You can transform your identity, build a new personality, create your dream life in 3 months. That's all it takes. In 3 months last year, I completely transformed myself. I took myself from a chubby, insecure, someone who wasn't confident, to someone who I think is really attractive, really energetically magnetic. I could literally think of something, and by 12 p.m. that day, I had manifested it. I chose, instead of going out partying, drinking, smoking with my friends, I chose to devote that time completely to myself. I submitted to my higher self. I did everything I said I was going to do every single day like it was my 9 to 5 job. I clocked in and clocked out for myself. I was awake at 6 a.m. and in bed at 10 p.m. I sacrificed that summer. And because of that, I was able to completely shift my life. Because of that, I was able to manifest my dream job. Because of that, I was able to move out. Because of that, I was able to create videos. The confidence it took to be able to put myself out there, all it took was me sacrificing that summer and completely reinventing myself. Physically, I looked different, and mentally, I was a whole different person. Hello, beautiful soul. My name is Olohi, and I help you align with your purpose. So, subscribe because you deserve everything you desire. Sacrifice this summer out of devotion to yourself, out of love to yourself. The life you deserve is waiting for you to show up. I see a lot of people doing this sacrifice this summer videos from a place of fear. And when you create a life from a place of fear and scarcity, it is not going to last long. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to do this so you could be ahead of all your other peers. Do this so you can see the look on their faces and get that sweet revenge from all the people who doubted you. When you grow, you realize that when you truly forgive and love yourself, revenge means nothing. When you learn to truly accept yourself, when you truly want what's best for you, the opinions of losers does not matter. And if the opinion of someone does not matter, you wouldn't do something in order to seek their validation. Because you bettering yourself in order to have people validate you is still seeking their validation. Even though you are now a better person in a better space, you did it because you wanted validation from them. If you sacrifice this summer, you will be a different person. If you clock in and clock out for yourself the way you do every single day to build someone else's dream, that dream business that you've been daydreaming about, it will be as tangible as the job you currently have. 3 months is all it takes to build that physique. 3 months is all it takes to lose that weight. 3 months is all it takes to become an academic weapon. 3 months is all it takes to start that business if you devote yourself to it the way you devote yourself daily to things that are not bringing your dream life any closer to you. If you devoted yourself to your passion the way you devote your time to doom scrolling on TikTok and binging Netflix shows, if you devoted your time to your passion and your job the way you do to a 9 to 5 that barely gives you peanuts in return, if you devoted the time you spend to smoking with your friends and clubbing to working on your projects, you will be unstoppable. The competition is not that tough. Let's be real. 99% of your friends are not even on this side of YouTube. They will never see this video. You are at an advantage just by staying and watching the video to this point, knowing that you are ready and willing to sacrifice to bring that life closer to you. you are already ahead. Think about how further ahead you would be if you devoted yourself to your dreams. Clubbing doesn't mean anything. Keep your money. What do you want? Truly. A quote that really puts that into perspective for me is it's not about what you want now, it's about what you want the most. And if what you want right now is going to put that in jeopardy, then it is not worth the sacrifice. You know what you want the most. Is drinking, partying, smoking, doom scrolling, watching Netflix, wasting your money on crap going to get you any closer to that future? This is an opportunity unlike any other. The summer is so perfect for a reinvention. You're telling me you have 3 months of time, of empty space to fill. You have no people, no friends around you to be defined by, which means you don't have to be the extrovert, the introvert, the loud, the rude, the mysterious girl in the group. You can wake up today and decide to be whoever you want to be. The person you've been dreaming about, you've been thinking about, you can wake up today and show up as them, and there's nothing to be embarrassed by because your friends are not around, your teachers, whoever, your colleagues are not around for you to be embarrassed to show up as something that's unfamiliar to them. Because honestly, that's a huge drawback for many people. I can't just wake up tomorrow and show up or be someone I haven't been, because it is unnatural to the people around you when that's not who you have been before. When you have been showing up as an introvert and one day you decide, I want to be an extrovert. Being an introvert doesn't serve me anymore. And you go to your friends, you start cracking jokes, you start putting your hands up in class, you start contributing to conversation. Your friends are going to look at you funny because that's just not who you have been. This summer, you can choose to be whoever you want. Create a brand new personality and just be them. You can completely reinvent yourself. I did this last year. I went from a fat, chubby girl, no prospects, to someone who I consider to be extremely attractive. Energetically, I was manifesting like this. I would wake up in the morning and say, I want to have someone randomly give me £100 by the end of the day. 6 p.m., I would have £100 crisp in my hand or in my bank account. I was magnetic. Sometimes I envy that girl I was in the summer because I devoted 100% to creating my life, to embodying her, to embodying my higher self. I literally had no daydreams about my higher self during that period because every day I woke up and I felt like her. There was no gap, there was no bridge because I was devoted. You have that same opportunity right now to build that life and to be that person you know you are meant to be. You're watching this video, you're still right here, right now, because you know I am speaking to you. You know that you want something and you don't want it to only exist in your imagination anymore. You're tired of daydreaming about it. You want to be able to feel it as real as I feel this shirt right now, because you know that's what you deserve. And I'm telling you, that takes sacrifice. If you sacrifice the summer 3 months, 3 months is a life-changing amount of time. That is quarter of a year. 12 weeks is an extraordinary amount of time to dedicate and devote yourself. The way I like to think about it is whenever you do instant gratification, you're just stealing happiness from your future self. So whenever you wake up and you say, why do I feel this way? Look at the way my life is. Just remember all the time that your past self stole happiness from you. Yourself yesterday that was watching TikTok, yourself 3 months ago, 1 month ago, 1 week ago, who decided to put creating someone's dream life over creating their own. Every and all the dissatisfaction you feel with your life was created by a past version of you stealing happiness from the current you right now. Don't be that version of you, because you know how good it feels when you sacrifice for your future self. When I look at my body after coming from the gym today, I look at my body and I think, thank you. I feel amazing because my past self sacrificed for me. Even when she didn't want to, She got her ass up and she got into that gym. She was on that Stairmaster watching her fucking beta squat video. She could have been sitting at home and watching that beta squat video, but she said, no, I made a vow to my future self. I know what she wants most. And what she wants most is to fit amazingly in clothes. What she wants most is to feel amazing. She doesn't want brain fog. She doesn't want to not be able to concentrate and be out of breath when she's walking up the stairs. What she wants is to look and feel amazing. And because she deserves the best, I am willing to make that sacrifice. That is what sacrifice means. Sacrifice and discipline is the ultimate form of self love. If you truly loved yourself, you would do what it takes to create that life. Now, how are we going to do it? Honestly, if you're not going to do it for any other reason, do it for the shock you see on people's faces. In the span of those 3 months, I didn't know how much of a change I had actually created. I didn't know how much of a difference devoting every single second and hour of my day to myself and my dreams and my passions truly changed me energetically and physically. When I went back to college, when I say there was nobody I knew that didn't do a double take, it literally felt like I was somebody else. I'm telling you, even my teachers stopped and came to compliment me. I walked into my psychology for the first lesson back, and my teacher came up to me and she was like, wow, Olohi, you look so beautiful. You look so different. There was nobody that didn't stop and do a double take. That's what happens when you devote time to yourself. And sometimes I envy that version of me because I know she has existed. And I know that when I stray from that devotion to myself, there's a shift. When you love yourself, people love it when you love yourself. They can feel it and they want to love you as much as you show yourself love. If you're ready to change the trajectory of your life, to reinvent yourself, to have the dream life you think of in your mind, to get ahead of 99% of the people you know, if you want to be the person that people look up to and talk about, sacrifice the next 3 months. And as always, I am so proud of the person you are and even more proud of the beautiful soul you are becoming. Make sure to subscribe because you deserve everything you desire. Leave me a thumbs up and I am always open for conversations in the comments. I'll see you in the next one.